Amy! Hey guys, welcome. How you doing? Who this? Welcome to the live, guys. Thank you, thank you. Who's here? Thank you. Keep tapping up the screen. Siobhan, bless up yourself, bro. Thanks for showing up. Share out the live, please. Hey Queen, how you doing? YouTube, how you guys doing? Welcome. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Yeah, that's what I was saying, son. I haven't been down here in a little bit, so to do a live, so the place kind of dusty, you know, desk and everything. I have to clean up a little bit. Welcome to Short and Spicy Nikks. Let's chat. Whew, what a week. Royal Bloodline. Oh, Siobhan, yeah, say hi to Queen. Welcome everyone. Share out the live. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Thank you for joining. You guys could be anywhere else. There's a lot going on social media, a lot going on TikTok, a lot going on YouTube. But thank you guys for choosing to stop here right now to chat with me, your host, Nikki, for another Let's Chat, right? Guys, it's heavy in the atmosphere. YouTube, let me know if you're hearing me. If you ever don't hear me, still let me know. Could be my mic. I'm charging one. One right here is charged. So we're going to talk. There's a lot going on. The devil is roaming rampant. The devil is having a field day, guys. A field day. I plead the blood of Jesus against him and all his advocates, you know. Let's keep a cool head and think before we talk, think before we act. Okay, guys, I'm going to touch on a few things on here, and everything that I'm going to be talking about is not coming from a professional or a licensed practitioner, doctor, psychiatrist, nothing like that. It's me, Nikki, Short and Spicy Nikks. And I'm only speaking from what I've learned, either through personal experience or just by knowledge of someone else's experience. So don't beat the messenger, okay? I can only speak from what I've experienced and what I know. I don't claim to know everything. And if I'm wrong about something, let me know. You could correct me. I take correction. Sis, I love your t-shirt. Yeah, I'm not for everyone, right? But if I'm for you, join in and let's chat. Okay? As you see in the title, it says the first step is knowing your enemy, identifying your enemy. Oh, I forgot to tell you my opening line. We've made it to another Friday. Thanks be to God. And that means so much today, amidst what we've seen, what we've been witnessing going on through social media this past week. We've made it to another Friday. Not everyone was able to wake up this morning, but we are here. So let's just be grateful and give the Most High, the Almighty God, all thanks and praises for being here, right? Let's cherish our loved ones, our family, our friends, and pray for our enemies, okay? Who are lurking behind closed doors, planning for our demise without our knowledge. All right, guys? Keep guarded. Keep your eyes on the Lord. Hey, sis, I was wondering what happened. You called me, but I was busy. Couldn't answer the phone. And you know, Friday's a busy day. Plus, I have to take Rael, my 10-year-old, to Muay Thai practice. Boxing, kickboxing, whatever, all of that stuff. I'm a busy single mom, you know? So you don't see me answer the phone, you must know. Just leave me a message or something, text, whatever. Voice, I might not check my voicemail. And I have to get prepared for the live as well, right? Friday is extremely busy, But like I was saying, thanks be to God, we are here. I'm going to talk about a few things. And like I said, the first step is identifying your enemy. If you want to join me in the box to discuss this, send me a request. The two-headed person that says guest on TikTok, do that. YouTube, I'll drop the link, StreamYard link, in the comment section, and you could request and I'll bring you up. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to, but it's an open discussion that I think we all need to have with a cool head, no ignorance, no insults, just, clean conversation and support. All right? Like I said, the first step in winning the war is identifying your enemy, knowing your enemy. We can't fight a battle we don't know who we're fighting. Sometimes our own enemies are ourselves. Sometimes our enemies camouflage as family, friends, loved ones. Sometimes you don't even know who your enemy is. No problem, Queen. But you know the biggest enemy we have? Satan is the biggest enemy. Our biggest enemy is Satan and ourselves. Okay? Because he's here to steal, kill, and destroy, not to mend any bridges. So any imperfection that you have, he's going to be right there to fuel that fire, to show that imperfection. So if you have a problem with anger, the enemy is going to do everything to make you angry. If you have a problem with your mouth and talking, anything you feel like without any filter, the devil's going to be there. Okay? I've written down a few things, but the second thing after finding out, identifying your enemy, I think is avoid them at all costs. Take it from me. Avoid them at all costs. If you know your enemy, I go over there, so go on the other side. If they're coming on the left, go on the right. Vice versa. If you're going on the right and they're there, go on the left. Share out the live, guys. You hear me? Let me share it one time. Avoid them at all cost. Some of us, we have too much pride. Okay? And we walk with a big ego, a chip on our shoulders. But the world is too big. We can't take on all our enemies. Only God can do that. We cannot take on all our enemies. That's why I said sometimes our enemies are ourselves. We will lose. There are chances you might win something, and even when you think you're winning, you're losing. So don't let your ego boost you for you to think that you are transparent and you cannot be touched. or nothing can happen to you. Don't let your ego and your anger fool you. Okay? Like I said, I've written down some things because I don't want to forget anything. And you already know, I've said it all the time when I come on here. I battle with a mental illness, anxiety, and depression. And over the years, it's a strain. So sometimes I want to say something and I might get sidetracked and I forget what I'm saying. So I like to write it down so I could at least look at it and make sure it's there. And if you hear me repeating myself, I'm not perfect. I just want to make sure I get the message out there. All right? Mental illness slows you down. And I want to bring a deep understanding of this and share it with you guys. Thank you. Ermodat. Oh, I don't know what that is, right? From a personal standpoint, because a lot of people can speak about a topic or a situation, but living it as close as it's as close as you can get. Living it is as close as you can get to a deeper understanding. And I'm not throwing any shades, and no offense to anyone who's taken the time out to educate themselves and study about certain matters. I'm just speaking my truth. All right. So if you feel like, oh, not because I don't have mental illness, not because I don't, that don't mean, that's not what I'm saying. But sometimes who feels it knows it. That saying is there for a reason. Hey, Kizzy. We all have enemies, and sometimes we are our own enemies. However, there are stages to everything, and without awareness and intervention, we will only self-destruct. You know what that means? If we are unaware that we have a problem, or we neglect, we refuse to acknowledge that we have a problem, that problem won't disappear because we choose not to acknowledge the problem. That problem will continue without our say so. But once you know, you have the power. Once you know, you can make the difference. You can make the changes to work in your favor. Okay. Now I'm about to say some things. Most won't agree with me. And I'm saying these things as a supporter of my fellow brothers and sisters. I'm not a psychiatrist, like I said before, nor am I a doctor, any licensed practitioner. I'm a woman of God with a whole lot of personal experiences. And this is only my humblest of observation. First, ignorance is a sin. You guys have heard that before, right? It means, what does ignorance mean, guys? Because, you know, sometimes we're in argument with people and say, geez, I'm ignorant, you see, man. Jeez, I'm just so ignorant. When we see people, you know, getting angry and, right? But put in the comment section if you guys know the meaning of ignorance for me. You have to type fast. I'm in the day, I have to play. I'm going to put it in. I'm giving you guys about, let me see, 10 more seconds. It not take that long for type. What is ignorance? What's the meaning of ignorance? And continue tapping up the screen, guys. I really appreciate it. It lets the live go on the For You page as well. Queen K, bless up yourself, sis. You're there. Okay. Ignorance means lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. And without knowledge, what? If you don't have knowledge, what? My reasoning, if you don't have knowledge, you're poor. You can disagree with me, but that's what I believe. Ignorance means a lack of knowledge. And if you lack knowledge, you can be poor. A lot of our people are very poor. Why? Because of their lack of knowledge. To be rich is not necessarily meaning you have a lot of money. Richness could mean to know how to navigate through life and be prosperous. That's what richness is, you know. Being prosperous. Winning at life, basically. That's richness. And a lot of our people equate richness with money. You ever see a person who's rich who does not have knowledge? You have to have knowledge in order to be rich. A lot of people have a little money and they consider themselves rich. That's not rich if you don't know what to do with your money. If you don't know how to live. Now, I want to speak on the things that I'm sure you guys are here to hear. Some situation I've seen on the net. I want to speak about, firstly, let me start with World Dog. Akeem Dunbar, I think that's his last name. World Dog. Facebook hero. First, I want to say condolences to his friend. We've all seen it. If you're on the internet, you know what's been going on. I don't know any of these individuals personally, but I know that Joe is World Dog's friend and he lost his life this week. And I want to say my deepest condolences to his family, his friends, his loved ones. Children have lost their father, their dedicated father, their very present father who was there for his children. And that is very deep. That's a very deep loss. A pregnant wife has lost her partner who's been there for her, supporting her with their children, being a stand-up guy in their family. So I want to say I'm so sorry you lost your family member. And I want to say, get well World Dog, Akeem. The friend is my cousin's son, Mackie. I'm sorry to hear that. Jesus. Look at that. Get well. Fast recovery. And please, turn from your ways. Pray. And I pray that the Lord intervenes in your life, my brother, to give you a cool head and just heal you from deep within. This is a long battle you're going to have to face right now. You lost your friend. It was while he was with you. For reasons I don't know, any of us know. But I know you're hurting right now. On top of the physical wound, the emotional wounds are going to be there for longer. So I'm praying for you on this journey that you're going to undertake. I'm praying for you and your family. I'm praying for the families involved. And I want to say, guys, please stay deep in prayer. Cover yourself with the full armor of God, because we are fighting a battle that none of us can really fathom how big it is. It's not a physical war that you guys are seeing. It's deeper than that. So stay rooted and grounded in prayer. Okay? You have to know who your enemies are. And this is a very important part, a very important step. I hear he's his mother's only child. I don't know. I just know that it's devastating. And from the reasons that I'm hearing on social media, nothing is worth losing a life. I would speak about America and its gun laws and all of that, but that's not going to make any difference, because the individuals behind the weapon is who needs the focusing on. We can't blame an object. It's the individual behind the object. I know it's easily accessible and anyone can own a weapon. But you have to have a cool head and know how to make choices and decisions to own a weapon. And a lot of people are picking up weapons and they're not okay here. You cannot own something that is a weapon of mass destruction and you are easily triggered and easy to snap and emotional and irrational. Sorry guys, I plugged something. I need to plug the right thing in. One moment, please. When you speak about these things, people want to jump on you and curse you and tell you, oh, are you a doctor? Are you this? Are you that? Are you this? Are you that? A lot of us are battling with mental illnesses. But because of the stigma surrounding it, We don't want to accept that we have problems that needs attention. We have underlying issues that we're masking with money, with physical items, with clothes, with cars, with chains, with, anything. Alcohol, drugs, all of that is masking, covering up the issues that most of us are battling with. And that's why I will never stop talking about this topic, because I'm coming from a place of experience and I know the difference from having a leveled head without any type of substance than when I'm under the influence and feel nice. I'm not a drinker, but I was a smoker. And when I'm under my high grade, yes, I could be chilled. But I could also pop off if I'm tested. Because it's like that marijuana, that Mary Jane make you feel untouchable. What? Yo, who you talk to? The head start moving. Who you talk to? The up and down, superwoman, superman. So just imagine all the other contrabands that are out there that are being consumed by these individuals running around with a weapon. Awareness, like I said, is key. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You must know your enemy if you want to win the war. Most times we're surrounded by our enemies and we don't even know. Like I said, they camouflage. You could know a person for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And they dislike you with the most hate. And you don't know. Because when they're around you, they act as if they love you. They praise you. They just want to be around you all the time. But a snake, can't you ever hear the story about the snake and the woman? And every night the snake just curl up on the woman, curling up on her. And she went to the doctor and telling the doctor she don't know, she tried everything. But he's so close to her. You know what the doctor tell her? The snake just a size her up to see how him can swallow her. Sometimes we don't know our enemies until it's too late. Open up your eyes. Be on guard. Always be on guard. I'm speaking from experience. It's just the mighty God why I'm still here. When I speak about not knowing, not being aware of who your enemies are. Sleep with you. Them eat with you. And at the same time, them a plan for KILLU. Almost died how much times in and out of hospital. Not, why am I in the hospital? Everything they say, mental illness, mental illness. Oh, nothing's wrong. Mental illness. Mental illness. Because guess what? Mental illness mimics the symptoms of mental illness are the same symptoms of many other sicknesses. Okay? So sometimes when they can't find out what it is, they say it's mental illness. I'm talking about doctors, licensed professionals, especially in spiritual warfare. When you're affected by spiritual warfare, Obia, no licensed doctor is going to recognize Obia, witchcraft. They use the medical term, mental illness, because they go to school to learn about that. Spirituality is not practiced or educated on in schools, especially things of the Bible, witchcraft, obia, things of our past, our ancestors and stuff. You have to specifically go and hunt that down and research that. The doctors and practitioners don't go to school learning about those. It's only someone who studies spirituality, the Bible, like your pastors and so on. And if you do it yourself. So I'm not saying the doctors are wrong. But there's more to it. That's why we need to be sober. We need to be sober at all times. Without you being sober, you're not able to identify the little tricks, the little trickery and games that people play on your mind. The little subtle movements and actions that they do. Keeping your eyes wide open means spiritually and physically as well. Because not everything that's going on we're able to see with our naked eyes. A lot of us need to get closer to God. A lot of us are too far from God. So the things could be happening right in our eyes and we don't see it. I was there before. I was talking to my kids the other day and I said, at one point I felt like I was just repeating. Now a data madness. You go through something. Someone shows you who they are. You get upset. You talk about it. Then you cool down. And then you reintroduce the same person in your life to do the same thing. And I was just going it over and over and over. Hi? Argue, talk about it, cool down, lovey-dovey, chummy, on good terms. And it just kept repeating. The cycle just kept repeating itself. Once that substance was removed, You see, once I told myself God and God alone and stop smoking that marijuana, see me, you know, I don't even want you near me. I don't even want you within a inch of me. And I don't want to be within an inch of you. Because the devil doesn't give up, you know, guys. The devil don't give up. He tries to wear you down until you give in. He uses everything and everyone to wear you down until him catch you right where him want you. And when him hold on upon you, you're lucky if you get past that. You're lucky if you survive. We have to be sober. Taking substances like drugs and alcohol distracts you from the dangers around you. Believe you me. Yeah, your body just a smoke and you know? Same person where you share the spliff with. Same person when you and them have a drink and a chat and a laugh and yeah. You know, weaken you. Substances weaken you. It makes you drop your guard. It weakens you. Some people think when them smoke them thing and, you know, yeah, them feel nice and yeah, you might think you build a strength or you feel stronger or whatever. That is weaken you. It's a depressant. It's a suppressant. It suppresses you. It weakens you. So that they could get you right in the spot they want you. The whole heap of bag of nice, the things we're listening to, the music with all of the pat. Huh? The loudest of music and do this to a man and any P test and the we go upon a this and that. Yeah? The devil's camp. Set you up. It's a setup to get rid of you. You know that your enemies are your biggest supporters? Yesterday I put up a video. And after a little bit I took it down because I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I can't stop it. I can't change it. I'm not going to feed into it. After all, it could also be my supporters who has their notification on and see that my video is up and they just run and go like and watch whatever. But your enemies are your number one supporters. They have to watch your every move. They have to lay with you. The same way you have to be aware of your enemy. Your enemy knows everything about you. Your enemy sits and studies you. They shadow your every move. Me, I tell you, because of some my enemy used to study me. I couldn't tell everybody about Nikki. Nikki thinks of this. Nikki thinks of that. All right, a book it looked like them did I write one moment about Nikki. I slip up for me to catch them. Writing Nikki do this and Nikki do this to this and Nikki this, that and Nikki and rip it up fine, mince it almost and dash it in a garbage. It's the Spirit of God that directed me to go to the garbage chute. I say, what is always a dash? Every time you're right. I say, what kind of, that make no sense? I was a right. And as you're done, right. So you just mince up the things and I try cover your tracks. And me that I put paper together. Once me I put the paper together. When me start looking, I said this and that and that. But guess what me go do? Bring it back to my enemy picnic. Cause through me think say me I lay down with the enemy's child and having children. Everything is good. But the enemy and its child are my enemies. There's always people on social media here saying, you can't be friends with my enemy and me and you are friends. Literally, that's what I thought would work. Being involved with my enemy's son. Thinking that I'm with the son, I'm not with the enemy. The enemy worked through the son, worked through my children to get to me. Because when you have a demon-possessed enemy who's set to destroy you, any means necessary, everything and everyone else is collateral damage. Anybody else who's around you, even if they were okay with them at one point, they're seeing red. They're not seeing nobody attached to you, nobody around you. They are bystanders. How much times you've heard someone is going for someone and the bystander, innocent bystander? That's because your enemy is seeing fire for you. They're seeing BLOOD for you. So when I used to tell my baby father, say, this witch is after me and my kids are affected. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? My mother's hurting my kids? Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Ignorance. When you don't know something, you cannot speak on it. You cannot swear for anyone when you are unaware, when you're ignorant to very important information. That's why the Bible says, my people, what? Perish for lack of what? Knowledge. You cannot go to God and say, God, me never know. Jesus, me don't know, me never know. That is not an excuse, because it's out there freely for you to obtain on your own. So if you're telling someone something and they're not listening to you, save yourselves. Save yourself. It's so sad. Because especially if they're family members, their loved ones, their close friends, you don't want to disappoint them. But you're disappointing you. There's no them if there's not no you. Oh yes, that's why I'm so afraid for the net. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shavina. Lack of knowledge, Shavina. A lot of people are speaking on mental illness. They must speak on this. They must talk who mad from who don't mad. Then, no, nothing wrong with this. And no, nothing wrong with that. And then, yes, this is what is this and this is what is that. A lot of contradiction. The same person say this is the same person contradicting themselves, saying that. I'm gonna bring up King Calvin. That's my friend. I follow him, and no disrespect to him, but he said something on a live either yesterday or the day before, and I'm like, you're contradicting yourself, brother. He said, Britney no mad. Nothing wrong with her. She just bad mind. What you try to tell me, say? People are watching a mad person. How much people goes on Britney's live when she click her live? Thousands of people watch her. And then in the next tone, he said, people love drama. People love excitement. Social media love negativity. That's what they flock to. You just prove your own point there, bro. That's what happens when they tune into her live. They see a lot of confusion. She says whatever comes to her mind. It brings drama. A lot of it is toxic. And it draws the audience. And then you're going to say, she's okay. She knows what she's doing. And she's acting mad. And the next thing is, because most of our people are looking at someone battling with a mental illness and calling them mad, they don't realize that the problem is in them. The problem resides in you and your mindset. Because you think that mental illness is considered as madness. So that means if someone has mental illness, they should be on the street. They shouldn't know what to do. They should be, defecating on themselves, urinating on themselves. Their clothes should be black. They should be eating out a garbage bin. They shouldn't be coherent. They should know nothing at all that they're doing. And when you hear a little sense out of their mouth, see it there? She know a shadow, see it there? A lot of you guys really need to take some time away from the phones and do a lot of deep searching. Soul searching. And term searching. Our people don't like to read. And that's what kept us back in the slavery days. Not reading. Because, sorry to bring it up, our slave masters knew that everything was in the books. And the more you study, the more you're aware, the more empowered you are. And we have it freely right now. We could go on Google whenever we feel like. If we don't understand a word, we could look it up. We all have AI. But we don't like to study. Me personally, I don't like read either. But I force myself to do it. I always did well in school. From a child growing up, everybody used to talk, oh, Nikki Bright, Nikki Bright, Nikki Bright. Women I like read. But I know I have to do it if I want to know. So I'm not talking as if I'm just sitting down there reading 2-3 books a week. But if you're constantly talking about something, you have to have some knowledge of it. You have to study to prove yourself worthy. You have to know what you're talking about. You can't speak off of your own understanding. Even in the Bible, it says, lean not on your own understanding. How much time you going to speak about the Bible? A lot of you don't believe in the Bible. You pick and choose, say you only want to read some Psalms because you want God to protect you. But you really don't want to know God. You want God to protect you and keep you and make you rich and give you everything you want. But you don't want to know God. You don't want to spend no time with God. You can't bother. It's too much. You have to fight for what you want. You have to work for what you want. I remember how they class you on the platform. Oh, yes, Mackie, I can never forget that. Every time I bring up mental illness and whatever, them class me. Them call me mad gal because I tell them that I battle with a mental illness as well. So I guess I'm supposed to be out. Me not mad. Or when them ready to curse you about it, you're mad. What mad gal? And those things don't hurt me because I know they're ignorant. Well, go on, Kamala. Bless up, sis. I know they're ignorant. They lack the knowledge. So you may not go argue with them. When I found that I was arguing with them and it was getting me upset, I got off that person's platform. Because I'm not going to go toe to toe with an ignorant person. Let them say, if you argue with a fool, that means you're a fool too. Me listen, you know. Me listen for myself. Me hear people talk. And me see it happen and me see it working exactly what like they said. I'm very attentive. That's one thing. I used to get cursed out as a child. I used to always just did a stare. No talking. I used to just be observing, watching. And I used to get cussed out. Yeah, look for me for stop look for me, you love man. Or you love this and oh, me not like that girl, you know, you just watch me so. I used to get cursed out. I speak about this before. Living with my stepmother and my father. And her family had a set of kids. They were going, her family was migrating to America. And they left the kids. And they were all stages. One was like my age. One was my stepsister that's 2 years younger than me. And my stepsister that was like 3 years older than me. And so on. It was like 4 of them or so. And it's 3 of us. Right? Or 4 of us, whatever. And because I'm the because my stepmother's family, you know. So I'm the only one that's like out, you know. Not really family. I have to verify this thing. Right? So it's like I was picked on or I was outcasted. So I used to be just sitting there and just watching, you know, just watching and watching. I used to get cussed out, bro. Get cussed out. But I've always been like that. Just sit down and just watch, you know. Just watch the move. And you have to really step on my toe. And me just explode everything. Everything just come out. But I've learned now. Gotten older, wiser, more strategic with my stuff. And I blaze up. But watch. You know, I know who me to stay far from. I'm gonna watch people and, love them from afar and support them from afar and try not itch up, try not shove up, because everything a clout them say nowadays. And sometimes when you even give people some strength, them same one want turn around and insult you and go on. Let me just watch and just, me afraid for like certain things now. Afraid for comment. Somebody says something in the comment section that I like and I agree with, just click a like. That's it. I ain't going under there and stuff. Strategic now. I know about energy drainers, destiny killers. People could say anything to block your destiny. You get me? People, you could say one thing, and you'll have social media and the people there that are just spreading it. Spreading it. Like I saw this girl, Muma Rich. I used to follow her. Kiki, I guess her name is. And she was talking about the situation, but she's talking and somebody's telling her something and she's on the live and yeah, and yeah, I remember when, yeah, and this man did I try squash it and and as she said that word, everybody over social media say, and they start spreading. And them say she said this and she call up people name. When was it? Didn't we use that word? Have we never used that word? Let's squash things. Let's squash it out now. Let's squash things. I'm sit down and watch a mess. And then in the comment section, and one person said this, and then the next person said this, and then this one starts spreading. So now I see it's a big everla. People are deadly, bro. You people are dead. You people set up people's lives, bro. So I try my best, bro, to stay out of your way, bro. You people, some of you are demons, bro. Jesus, mighty God. Demons, some of you. So sad. Sad, bad, bro. Okay, all I could do is just sit down and watch. Because I remember I was on her live one time and I'm talking to her because she talks a lot and she'll talk and she'll not understand. And but they and she doesn't get to finish what she has a thought and she's saying it, but she doesn't get to finish it because something else comes in. So she says something and then the other thought that she has eat off the end of that sentence that she didn't finish and it just goes confusion. And the devil works in confusion. So instead of trying to explain myself to people that misunderstand, I just altogether. Because some people are very strategic in misunderstanding, even when they know clearly what you're saying. Guys, social media is good, You could learn a lot. You could do a lot. You could make an income. You could learn stuff. A lot of things. But where there's good, there's bad. So you have to be aware. You have to be very aware, or else you lose yourself. Okay? You'll have your enemy involving themselves in your life, in your relationships, carrying news and gossip to you, carrying their closest friends and families' life and personal business to you. What makes you think what they say about others to you, they won't say it about you to others? Bless up, Bugs. What go on, my brother? Huh? The same ones that are screen recording, they'll bring news to you and they'll take news and bring back to other people. You have some people that sit down and create problems between other people, you know, just for their own entertainment, you know. Trust and believe me, you know, guys. And when they all see it, colliding, boom, boom. So them say, yeah, man, are good for you. You know that your enemy may have an enemy. And you are enemies with your enemy's enemy. But your enemy work with their enemy to come after you. Them not like each other, you know. But they'll work together just to come after you. We need to pay attention. Not everyone is our friend. You hear what they say? I'm not for everyone. And I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. I'd rather know than not know. Because knowledge is key. And in order for you to win the war, you have to know which war you fight. I prefer to know than not to know. Don't smile up with me and you don't like me. If you tell me say you don't like me, I respect you more. So it go. I'm not for everyone. Me avoid you. Stay out of your way. Period. Okay? And that's all I want to leave you guys with tonight. The first step is identifying your enemy. Okay? You must know your enemy if you want to win the war. But thank you guys so much for joining. I pray for you all. Pray for you all. Pray that the Lord guides and protects you. Open up your eyes, lead you. Anything that is not of the Lord, I pray that He removes it from you. That you are prosperous and richly blessed with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to navigate through this life. Okay? God bless you guys. We are blessed and highly favored. Have a good night and a great weekend. See you next week, same time, same place, right here on TikTok, ShortnSpicy Nikks. On YouTube, ShortnSpicy Nikks. If you're not already connected to my YouTube channel, please go over. The link is in my TikTok profile. Subscribe, like, and watch, share. I have a lot of videos over there on that channel supporting this statement that I just made. A lot of videos. Okay? Especially in the playlist, The Evil of Sonya Ware. That playlist details how I identified my enemy and all of the things I went through and my diagnosis with mental illness, everything. My latest video, I was poisoned by my mother-in-law, was uploaded yesterday. Please go over to the same channel, ShortnSpicy Nikks. Run the views up on that video. Okay, guys? Run the views up, share it out. I survived being poisoned, yes. Because I didn't drink off all of the tea. You only take a sip. Empty it down in the sink. Okay? I survived. Hey, Jermaine, what's up? All right? I survived. All of that. What up? You're a content creator. Let me follow you. Follow back. And I vlog to do lots of stuff. Bless up, brother. Thank you for joining. Hey, Top Gal. Bless up yourself. Everyone that followed. Let me follow you back. Let's help each other. Let's support each other. Let's empower each other and live a long and healthy and prosperous life abundantly. Okay? God bless you guys. Also, I have a family vlog channel, Nikki and the Fam. It's also in my profile. Guys, when I post on TikTok, I notice a lot of you guys are like liking. I really appreciate that you watch the content on TikTok, but I would love your support over on YouTube as well. Let's bring this thing global. Okay? Let's promote healthy conversation, share lifestyle, blessed lifestyle, clean lifestyle, you know, all of that, fun and everything combined. Okay? God bless. Bless upon yourself. Hey boy, tap your eyes! Hey! Why Rambo boxer? Probably name cage. You know it's sis. Maki always a chat up my business. Can't bother with the name. Bless up in himself. Nice to see you, Queen K. Maki, everyone on YouTube. Have a blessed evening and a wonderful weekend, guys. We're blessed and highly favored. We chat here. Thank you for joining. See you next week.